I know fit, die for nothing. Man, what's it gonna be? G-Wagon, all depends. The garden, ride the wind. I know fit, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it. So far we face, just to make sure money day. But my people can go say, I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house. I stay with, I know feet, die for nothing. Man, again, what's it gonna be? Schemes and packaging in a one night for shows. I'm juggling, flow like the ocean. Mas you are not my mate. If you become a shall I be here? Don't buy motor. I want build house. I still want to know. Tell me, man, what's it gonna be? G-Wagon, G-Wagon, all depends. The garden, ride the wind. I know feet, die for nothing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love Lagos from 6 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. We give you everything you need to know in the world of sport. And when I say sport, I mean Nigeria, like hockey, or let me say ice hockey. We put all of that on the menu for you. Welcome once again, and have you been following the CWC? Yes, it looks like Central Working Council. No, this one is Club World Cup by FIFA, and there's been concern raised about the attendance in the stadium. I'm looking at the spectacle of a building in these big sports platforms, and they said in total, as at yesterday, the Chelsea's game yesterday had a really bad turnout, but they said it's in Atalanta. Probably if they had been on this, maybe Barcelona, maybe Liverpool, maybe Manchester United, maybe Arsenal. These are clubs that have.
How will Arsenal even get to when the bigger boys are playing?
Barcelona. Liverpool is not even as big as
the first time Barcelona got to the final of the Champions League. No, rather, the last time Barcelona got to the final of the Champions League was back in 2015.
No, you are saying bigger club.
Yeah, bigger
and for
club.
you that you have won 2 Premier League and 1 Champions League in the last 5 years,
yeah.
So you are not big enough. That means Osla is bigger than you.
No, you obviously have to look at the
based on the point from your league.
Yes,
that's when you get the invite.
That's the coefficient.
Exactly.
Okay.
Chelsea has been after you won the Premier League. You didn't qualify for the Champions League. Be consistent at the Champions League.
And
16 finals, 15 victories.
Exactly.
So that's what they put together. So
the fact that Liverpool didn't even go for the Champions was because of the fact that Manchester City and Chelsea were to go. They were penciled in already.
Of
only 2 clubs.
Power.
Only 2 clubs.
With the level of influence that English teams have in Europe right now, England would have how many clubs playing the Champions League next season? 5. 5 in the Champions League. Whereas some other continents, their champions would have to go and play playoff.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about all of that on the show today. And a lot of people have been asking, how did they arrive at this point? How did they pick these clubs? How did they get there? How come Liverpool is not there? How come Barcelona is not there? But hey, a lot of games are also going on at the moment. Is Fluminense versus Borussia Dortmund is still goalless at the MetLife Stadium. It's fantastic for Tielis Football Club. In goal was ᴜᴜᴜ against his former club. But Chelsea got that done. What a goal
that was
from Pedro Neto.
Yeah.
The cut so because of the timing of the match, I would have to have late games, 11 p.m., 1 a.m. a minute. I thought you guys said there's no electricity in Nigeria. I said, why did you ask?
Yeah.
He said, I thought you guys said, because I've been paid and I have to do what I've been paid to do. Exactly.
But then, okay, what am I even trying to say? It is, I think, one of the worst teams I can find in Chelsea.
My hand is on this.
2 years in that game. And come on, Fluminense. Look at the stadium. Come on, Fluminense.
Relax.
They fill the stadium. Relax. Look at we are watching the game.
So let me tell you what the problem is.
Look at the stadium.
ᴜᴜᴜᴜ.
But with a crazy number,
he's giving me Jude Bellingham's vibe. Yeah. But this is Joby. He's out. He's signal. He wants to go out. He wants to go out. I wants to go out. Solid goalkeeper. Borussia Dortmund #1. But well. So go to Real Madrid. Then we have the Bellingham brothers. Both of them playing for Real Madrid. You never can tell. But solid signing, beautiful addition for Borussia Dortmund. Champions League.
They've actually done so well, to be honest. Because that's former
Manchester United.
Midfielder. So, but for Fluminense, for Okoyemi, I mean, I think they've also brought more or less the vibe of the Brazilian league, to the Club World Cup. The Brazilian league is one of talking about Fluminense, but then Borussia Dortmund have been, though they are obviously experienced, they've been able, to bring all of their experience into it and try as much as possible to stifle the attack of the Fluminense guys. Well, let's just see what the second half of
all of those things down. At the early hours of this morning, the game between Boca Juniors and Benfica. What a game! Three red cards in that game, 7 yellow cards
in less than 7 minutes. Both sides already got yellow cards.
Let's take a quick break, pay some bills. The program returns.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM.
Did you know you can post your job vacancies on JobberMan for free?
Free?
It's jobs at zero cost.
And reach over 3 million job seekers?
Absolutely. Plus, you get
/free-listed to post jobs for free today.
Hire right with JobberMan.
For every Naija man, woman, pikin, and the Naija way every day they show you say better fit happen. As you dey hustle, they push, and they try to make life better, you suppose waka with strong mind for your matter. Hold ground, make you no fall. Sanlam Alliance sabi say confidence no be for only people we get levels. It belong to everybody where they try. Now why we join hand? Two strong bodies don't turn one heartbeat to give you the jam. We go fit protect you past before. They do more together, and they carry each other, they go front. Sanlam plus Alliance don't be one name. Sanlam Alliance. Make una waka your life with confidence.
Yes, who is there?
Grandpa, it's...
I have only one here, and I'll take it after my meal. Check with your dad.
Grandpa, give me.
What's the problem?
Grandpa refused to give me Milko-Sweet. Daddy, can I have money to buy Milko-Sweet, please?
That's Grandpa's usual.
Yeah, thank you, Grandpa.
This is the same way I used to play with your father in those days.
I love you, Milkos.
Milko-Sweet, proudly Nigerian.
This is Nigeria, where every new day brings a fresh chance to dream bigger. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, you're protected, empowered, and ready for the journey ahead. At Sanlam Alliance, we believe confidence isn't just for a few, it's the right of everyone. That's why we have come to solutions you need to succeed. Because Sanlam and Alliance is now Sanlam Alliance. Sanlam Alliance. Live with confidence.
This one with your body hot so. You don't do test? Yes. See result oh. Oga landlord, no be your village people. Na malaria. You need Luta. Luta na better medicine. We dey knock down malaria. Oya see am. Take am. Hey, thank you, Oga Luta. I don't can't pay.
Luta, brand of Artemata and Lumefantrine, is another quality product from Hovid, marketed by Pharmatex Nigeria Limited. If symptoms persist after 3 days, see your doctor.
Everybody say thanks, Luta. Malaria's in big trouble.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
It's legendary beats.
I be hustle to work. Say, do you do me and city. From old dog studio, we been hustle to work. Say, do you do
All right, ladies and gentlemen. gentlemen, Ojueleg. Okay, I said that is from the global star Wizkid. I think that's one of his best songs so far. Yes, over £30 million move from Sunderland. Talking about Jobe Bellingham. He's been substituted in the 58th minute for Borussia Dortmund. Karim Adeyemi had also been taken off. Well, Agbatomi feels Karim Adeyemi is overrated.
Obviously.
But I think he's good. But it's Bellingham at the second Bellingham to play for Borussia Dortmund would do when he's coming in. Yes, the return of the Bellingham. That was when they unveiled him. That was what they had on the banner.
Yeah.
The return of the Bellingham. A solid player, maybe a bit of a media player, as a lot of people will say. I find it difficult to even separate who is Jobe and who is Jude. But a big shout out to their family. I was watching something on both of them recently and how the family had been intentional. By the way, Jude Bellingham came on trial at Arsenal. So when he left Arsenal, Birmingham City.
Exactly.
Then by Monday, Arsenal now called that they want to have him, but the parents said no, he's over. And then, okay.
And you know what happened at Birmingham as well? They had to retire Jesse number 22.
They retired Jesse number 22 because, and guess what? He played less than 100 games for them. He scored about 30-something goals. Yeah. But why they retired the Jesse was that first off, that's the most expensive signing in the history of Birmingham. So they felt like, he's done enough. Of course,
maybe a club legend.
You guys have yes, because to cement your status as a legend, it involves a lot of things.
Okay, but his signing gave or brought about revenue as well for Birmingham, because when he signed and was given the jersey, a lot of fans purchased that jersey. That's why the fact that he was still young and coming from a much maligned side rather.
I think you're looking at it from the commercial point of that conversation.
Obviously, see, we are talking about a legend.
So that means if another player comes in and then Sunderland back in the Premier League, they're able to pull up that stuff, and then maybe they got Jude Bellingham and Birmingham.
Obviously, for marketing reasons, obviously it does.
Okay,
so there's no way you tell me that 100 million now, 100 million pounds now, is not going to be helpful to Birmingham.
No, that's not the angle I'm coming in from.
I know.
What I'm saying is this.
Okay.
I feel legendary status has to do with standard moments.
Okay. He had the standard moment.
If you feel Hurricane is a reservation, I have my reservation about this legendary conversation. Okay. So, Hurricane is the greatest player to ever play for Tottenham Hotspur.
Obviously.
Fact. But he has only goals to defend that. What if another player? Yes, there's no other greater player that played for Tottenham Hotspur.
I beg to disagree.
Who?
Loris.
Who?
The one who World Cup with France.
With Tottenham Hotspur?
No, he's the World Cup winner. You said the best player to play, or no, you said the greatest ever player. What other trophy can you get than the World Cup?
So
itself?
Emiliano Martinez is the greatest player to ever play for Aston Villa, right?
For Aston Villa.
Hello. No, I'm just curious.
I mean,
so wait. No. They are both goalkeepers. They are both come now.
Loris is the greatest ever player to play for Tottenham.
Enzo Fernandez is a World Cup winner.
Yes.
That means he's the greatest player to ever play for Chelsea.
No, because they've had World Cup winners in the past.
No. You categorize it.
Okay,
yes.
How many?
Even if it's one person.
How many?
Even if it's one person.
Okay.
How can you tell me that Loris is the greatest player to ever play for Tottenham?
History. No.
Because he won the World Cup. No, that's what you said now.
No. So, my own point of the argument is this. The greatest ever trophy can win in football
is World Cup. So the replica trophy, would you have Tottenham Hotspur logo on it?
But your history is there. Your history is there. Now you're talking about Inter Milan and Tottenham. First of all, you can't compare Inter Milan and Tottenham in the same conversation.
No. The reason why I'm putting it in context is this. I can go on and list 100 players that have won the World Cup. Okay. Pamatosaka is a World Cup winner, right?
No.
For Arsenal.
No. You're getting
you win the World Cup for your country, not your club.
For your country.
That was why Lionel Messi
in history is states.
That was listen to me. That was why Lionel Messi knew that no matter what he won, statements win with Argentina, and when he won the Copa America, he knew that the Copa America is a regional competition.
Yes.
He needed to have a global presence, and then he went for the World Cup.
Good. So now you are cheating yourself, because you say now that you are a trophy person. What has Harry Kane ever won to warrant that status of being the greatest ever player to play for Tottenham? What does he want to warrant the status?
Welcome back. My headphone is back.
What does it warrant?
So when there's not have a trophy in 17 years,
okay,
the goals,
okay,
the importance is his influence as a player, and the fact that is their record associated with the club. The World Cup that Iॻoľoris won with France has nothing to do with Tottenham Hotspur.
But he
didn't go to the World Cup as
he was, and as that 2018 he was France captain. Yes. So, first of all, Iॻoľoris back in 2018 was a Tottenham Hotspur player as well as the French captain.
La cuckoo, la cara. I'm gonna be kill on this show.
I really understand. I really understood that. Proud to that moment.
So if they are listing Iॻoľoris record because he didn't win anything at Tottenham, if they are listing his record at Tottenham, would they include the World Cup?
Why he was at Tottenham?
Is it the club World Cup? Wait, listen now. Now this you may have to leave the studio now. If
there's a club part of it.
Let me not say the wrong thing on radio. If the FIFA World Cup should count for you as an achievement as your club level, why do we have the CWC? Why do we have an expanded version? Do you know what? This CWC because they have to make it at the level where the clubs can compete.
Okay, let me say this. Let me now say this.
I got to you know the unfortunate thing with you. You think I always forget?
No, let me say this.
Last week,
yes, and I
the club that wins the CWC.
Yes.
And I said under the year in review, they are the number one club. They don't have to be the biggest.
No,
they're the number. This one is an expanded version.
So, exactly.
It is not a new one. It's an.
Yes.
You agree?
Leave it like that.
So all the ones you want
because it's true. Premier League titles.
Taiwo, you are here, man. You know this conversation will come up very soon. We'll still come back to this conversation. So that means Liverpool have won only 2 Premier League titles. Those ones is wiped off.
No, it's not wiped off.
We started counting from 1990, where it became the proper British Premier League.
It is not wiped
before
off.
it became the Barclays Premier League.
And before
all club that Chelsea have won is wiped off.
That one is in the past.
All the ones that Real Madrid have won is wiped off.
This is the revamp.
So okay, that means remove it from your record equality trophy, man.
It can't be now because there is the league title is different from FIFA Club World Cup.
So if the league title is different from the FIFA World Cup,
yes,
the league title and the FIFA World Cup, they are even closer because they are played by clubs.
Yeah.
Good evening.
I really love the banter.
This one is not banter. If not for professionalism and respect, I would not pursue Agbatomi for.
Yes.
Steven Gerrard is not a legend of the Premier League because he didn't win the league.
Yes, but as we stand like this now, I will even put
Harry Kane. The only thing you can hold on to is his goals.
But Iॻoľoris also won the FIFA World Cup as a player of Tottenham. That's what I'm bringing to the table, Okwemi. Now, see, let me tell you something. When Iॻoľoris won the World Cup with France, they said our captain won the World Cup, and he was the captain of the French national team.
Well, I mean, this is gift from
no, gift. You're welcome.
We don't go kidnap this Agbatomi.
That's what you do with my colleague. Before you go off flight, go beat him.
Because do you know that World Cup squad, the French squad, it was said that Iॻoļoris was the weak link of the French team.
They were just lucky up front, yes.
They tagged him as the weak link of the French team. That's what.
Give me every other reason to justify that position. But saying because Iॻoļoris won the World Cup for France, he's a greater legend than Harry Kane in Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. We are not even talking of a French club. If it's PSG or Monaco or Marseille or
18 side that won the FIFA World Cup, exactly. How many games did Iॻoļoris play? He played all the games. So if it's by all the games, why didn't they take him out? He was the captain.
If it's by all the games, listen, no foul, no penalty drawn, no corner kick drawn.
It was the how do I put this now? It was one France entirely. So give saying Iॻoļoris was the weak link in that France 18 side that won the World Cup. I disagree with it completely. So he was the weak link. So I've taken him out of the side.
I'm going to.
And he was even the captain.
Now I'm going to split it up now. Steven Gerrard is not a Premier League legend. England alone.
No.
Okay.
But he's a legend for Liverpool.
Yeah, he's not. He's a Liverpool legend. Yes,
so
he's your legend. That's what I'm saying. He's a Liverpool legend. Okay. But he's not a Premier League legend.
He's a Premier League legend.
He didn't win the league.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carragher is not a Premier League legend.
And I was the FA Cup. He's England FA.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I really like him. Because
like Agbatomi. Let him be misleading you. Like him.
He's my Liverpool fan. Liverpool fan. I don't know what. My brother. And he came up President and Ugolori that you are saying, you can't compare him with Harry Kane. If not for the sometimes life, that is for any player in England. So it was just unfortunate not to win. So
thank you very much. Let's this matter, because there's no way somebody will tell me that because you won the World Cup, you are a club legend for winning the FIFA World Cup.
Club legend.
You didn't go to the FIFA World Cup as a Tottenham player. You went in as a French player.
No, you okay? Now let me say this.
You went in as a club in a tournament that the club is not in.
Let me ask you a question.
Wait,
who holds the marketing profile of a player?
If you are signing some contract, you will have to have played certain number of games for your country.
Okay, most of the players belong to the club.
Hello,
good evening.
You're welcome.
You see this thing you people are talking for Iguodala. If Iguodala is not doing well for Tottenham during that time, France will not call him for World Cup.
God bless you.
That's what France call him.
Thank you. I agree with that. That's also on that side of the conversation.
It's okay.
That's also on that side of the conversation.
It's okay. I agree with the caller that you get into the national team, represent Tottenham. You are the FIFA World Cup to represent France. Victor Osimhen will qualify for the World Cup with Nigeria, not to represent Galatasaray, but to represent the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
But what would they base his performances for? They will say he qualified Nigeria for the World Cup. Why play for Galatasaray?
Why did they say qualify Galatasaray for the World Cup?
No, okay, so if he had qualified Galatasaray for the Club World Cup, they would have said he qualified Galatasaray for the club.
Yeah, good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's live from the
You're welcome.
So, Agbatomi. So, David, obviously, I don't understand. So, the Pedro can be a legend because he won a World Cup for his country.
I'm trying to understand where
Cup for your country. It's not done. It's two things. You might be a legend in your country and not a legend in the club.
Entirely different things.
You know, I'm just trying to tell you. If you like, let him win Champions League, 3 Champions League for Arsenal. You cannot count that one for his country. Someone can be a legend.
Thank you, Damilare. Thank you. That's the fact. Lionel Messi would go down as the greatest player to ever play in Spain, not for. He had won the Club World Cup. If he had won the Copa America, won the FIFA World Cup, won everything, he would only be an Argentine legend if he didn't win anything at Barcelona. The league title. He won the Europa League with Tottenham Hotspur.
100%. Sᴘᴏᴛ is a greater legend.
So why don't you now say it? Why don't you now?
When it comes to Harry Kane and Hugo Lloris, both players never managed a trophy for the club.
Yes. So you will not go. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you guys? My name is ᴘɪᴛᴛᴇʀ. Yes, you know me as Station.
You're welcome.
You see, becoming a legend. Let me ask you a question. Why was Diego Maradona a legend? He won the World Cup. He was superstitional. He went to go and score, and it shows you are a standard superstar. You are qualified. You are skilled. You are God has blessed you. For that World Cup, why is that World Cup so elusive to some of the greatest players in the world?
I stand it. I knew this conversation. There's just a whole lot of things that need to be properly fixed in this Club World Cup, because this is more like a test rehearsal, a dress rehearsal for the FIFA World Cup. The position you are watching dashboard camera in American movies where players are coming out, they're announcing their 1-1, the body cam. But please let it rest. Let it rest. It's a global standard. It's not for American-based clubs. I
do.
Agbatomi, so this guy that left Man City to Atletico, What's that his name? Alvarez.
Yes, now he's a
legend for Man City.
He's a Man City Champions League.
He won Premier League now.
Agbatomi, I just cooking.
Say you go chop my food if I cook finish.
He's not even a legend at Tottenham. He's not even the best goalkeeper to this one. Short cut and gone. All right, let's run you through result of games that were decided yesterday at the FIFA Club World Cup. I mean, I couldn't, even the halftime, I couldn't take my eyes off that game. Let's quickly here. And of course, Andres Costa's assist. Then Andre Herrera, remember, equalized for Benfica in the first half additional time.
Thiago Silva still going strong for Fluminense.
Yes, solid guy. Of course, Palacios got a yellow card. Andre Fernandez got a yellow card. Leandro Belotti got a red card in the 70th minute. And then Nicolai Otamendi, the 84th minute. Yes. So with London, let's get it twisted. Boca Juniors were 2-0 up. By the 27th minute, they've already scored and they were leading 2-0. And Benfica actually got really rattled, especially from that first goal. They lost the 84th minute to make it 2-2 before Vigal also got a red card in the 88th minute, meaning there were 4 yellow cards and 3 red cards. Those were the game yesterday for Chelsea versus. Okay, let's talk to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome to Sport Cruise on Mainland FM.
Good evening. My name is AḻīɁ BŠO.
You're welcome.
This is regarded as a legend in Portugal. So, how come?
You can, in fact, you may not. George Weah never qualified for the World Cup with Liberia. But he's the greatest ever Liberian to ever play football. Exactly. He didn't qualify, probably, maybe on and off the pitch. They were leaders and they did enough for their country. We're talking about a player that didn't win anything at the club but won the World Cup. How does that make him a club legend? Because he won the World Cup for his country. Exactly, that's what we are saying.
Representing his club.
Does that make him a legend?
Because there's nothing to win.
He didn't win any trophy.
Exactly.
There's nothing to win.
In the space where there are no trophies, you have to check what's available. If Alan Shearer never won the...
So, no, you're saying in the space where there are no trophies, you have to check what's available.
Yes.
No. The club is the national team.
Don't mind that, but Tommy, see, this devil's advocate you are playing. One day, I pray you not see that. Yes, I played a 2-0 victory for Chelsea. Pedro Neto benefited from a Nicola Jackson beautiful assist to give a fantastic finish. Ryan James, Tosin Adarabioyo, Marco Kurela, Enzo Fernandez eventually got the second goal, courtesy of a Leandela pass Chelsea side. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
This is Aḻī뾱.
Good to have you join us, Mr. Aḻī뾱.
Talking about Chelsea, I think this lab will be a very good buy for Chelsea.
Absolutely.
Considering his price tag as well. So, don't mind that on me.
Just like I said.
Let me just say that on me, please. I got my prediction right for Chelsea. So, I say I should just remind him.
That was on Sports Jobs.
Did he do giveaway? Please hold him. Drag him on the outside. Flamingo versus Esperance of Tunisia 2-0 in favor of Flamingo.
He
buy anything. A media player. I just hype. I see that. Of Tunisia, and guess who played 79 minutes in that game? Fresh from the one for Barcelona, though. So the other game tonight by 8 p.m. is going to be River Plate versus Urawa Red Diamond. Maybe goalless. Yes. For Group A, there's no goal so far in Group A. Yes. So this one too, they're still pushing it through. But Borussia Dortmund are still playing a Mamelodi Sundowns versus Ulsan Hyundai. That game is going to be by 11 p.m. Nigerian time. The game between River Plate and Urawa Diamond will be by 8 p.m. 6 minutes additional minute. Let's see if Borussia Dortmund will be able to grant a result from that particular one. Well, we've got messages on Facebook, but let's also go through some of the deals that have been
about Martin Zubimendi. Before the summer transfer comes to a close. But we don't know that question.
Arsenal is a very serious club.
I mean, bringing on another defensive midfielder instead of looking for a striker. I mean, I don't think that is actually good areas for Fluminense.
This guy looks.
Which of them? Bojan Kekic?
No, not Bojan Kekic. He's a Nigerian player. I'm trying to remember. As at the time they were calling him Little Messi, he would probably pass for Messi's father. No, not Aruna Lukman. You probably his name. I think it was at the under-20 World Cup or maybe under-17 World Cup that the late Yemi Tella won. He was part of the team. I can't remember, but he looks exactly like him.
The guy.
He was
John.
The name. I'll be glad if someone can remind me. Hello, good evening.
Stanley Okoro is the name.
Hey, I know that remember Stanley Okoro, they call him Little Messi.
Send money, shout out body.
I did not tell you to give me the name now. I did not ask you. Thank you very much. Because he plays like Messi. But at that time,
he could pass for Messi's father.
He was under 20, Stanley Okoro. But at that time, yeah, they call Messi Okoro. Young person, they pay Okoro. That was the best attempt on goal this evening. Let's run you through this. It looks like the trouble for Tᴏᴜ is not over yet. Referee Tᴏᴜ that was dismissed by the PGMOL in December 2024 has been charged by the FA for comments about judging club. But the charges against gambling is yes, he has bills to pay. So if you are no longer officiating since December,
from grass to grace.
You have to find a way. No,
from grace to grass.
He's only suspended for 18 months. He will come back when his ban is over.
If you are a referee, he
will come back. Well, and there are no players that
I think
he's supposed to still be officiating maybe division, not even Premier League 2, maybe
League 1 or League
division. He can leave England also. Yeah, he can leave England. He can go to Saudi Arabia. He can go to other leagues to go. Exactly. He can even come to Nigerian professional football league. By the way, officiate games.
When AлекιΠ say the level of Nigerian referees is even better.
Camera. That thing that Mr. AлекιΠ said.
No, it's true. You know I'm pro-Nigerian. You are also pro-Nigerian.
Former Premier League referee Tᴏᴜ has been charged by the FA for his comment about Liverpool and their former manager judging club, which was widely circulated on social media in November 2024. At the professional game match, officials limited PGMOL confirmed the termination of Tᴏᴜ's employment in December, saying that a thorough investigation concluded he was in serious breach of provision of his employment, but Tᴏᴜ has been cleared of allegations of gambling misconduct. Tᴏᴜ was being investigated by the FA for a reported incident in Leeds match against West Brom in October 2019. A report in November suggested Tᴏᴜ booked the Leeds player Zhen Alioski, then messaged a friend saying, "I hope you backed as discussed." A breach of the FA rules E3 in relation to comment I made about judging club in a video recorded around July 2020, which appeared contrary to the FA rule E3 Article 1. He further alleged that they constitute an aggravated breach, which is defined in FA Rule 3 Article 2 as it included against Tᴏᴜ, which were also fully investigated. Well, in February, Tᴏᴜ was back while in Germany of last year's Summer's Euro. That guy is a chilling guy. The guy is sniffing with banknotes. Hey, big boy. In January, Tᴏᴜ came out as gay and said his lifelong struggle to hide his sexuality had contributed. Let the dead bury their dead.
You know, I feel as well as Borussia Dortmund have also played out a goalless draw as it stands.
Fantastic record as the longest serving player in the history of PSG. He played the highest number of games. Coming over to Chelsea and still doing the unthinkable, play that because he's won trophies. Not because he won the World Cup with Brazil.
I'd love to say something, but it's okay.
Why? Because he won the Champions League?
Yes.
Yes. I can put down the club in 2012. Every member of that squad, whether from Solomon Kalou to... I don't even want to mention I'm even talking about the free players in that squad. They are all Chelsea legends.
Yeah, obviously.
Every single one of them, including the bigger, greater legend, John Mikel Obi.
Obviously.
Argue that one anywhere.
Yes, sure now.
So if you win a trophy with your club, you're a legend. So if Mikel had not won anything with Chelsea,
but Chelsea and Tottenham, Chelsea win regularly.
They are club sides.
Yeah, they are all club sides. They are
English club sides. They are London club sides.
Tottenham has not won a trophy in over 17 years.
That's what I'm saying. That is why a World Cup trophy will not is a lie. They will still look at everything you've done at the club level. Listen to me. Highest number of games played. Clean sheet kept.
Now answer my question.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Next up by 7 o'clock, I'll hand you over music selection from now till 8 p.m. And of course, the ladies will come up for sport banter. Exactly. Sean, you also put that Milan 98.3. I'm sure Fluminense will be biting their tongue and beating them. Hopefully, we'll get the first African win at the ongoing CWC. Thank you so much, Agbatomi, for coming through as usual. I remember myself was loan deal for Manchester United.
Going from Ban to Man U now. Any club that goes to Man U is finished.
These chances.
Well, they go.
I think Borussia Dortmund will keep. Continue tomorrow. Bye for now.